Hello, my name is Kenneth Amoy, and I'm excited to begin this microscope tutorial. I'm currently studying biology and looking forward to understand how to properly use a microscope to observe specimen. In this activity, you will identify the different parts of the microscope, learn how to locate and focus on an object in the microscope, adjust the optics to obtain a clear image of the specimen, and observe the details of a specimen under high power. So, let's get started. As we can see, this is the parts of the microscope. And it said, touch the different parts of the microscope to identify them. So, let's begin in this part. This part is the binocular eyepieces. Your microscope may have monocular eyepieces. This is the condenser diaphragm. The condenser diaphragm controls the contrast. This is the dial in the edge of the diaphragm. It is used to regulate the opening of the aperture through which is the light passes. And this is the stage control adjustment. Adjust the position of the stage 1 for X direction, another for Y direction, light source that actual source of the light. C. Diaphragm control. Coarse focus control, give coarse control over. Focusing, and this one is the dimmer switch. Turns on and off the light source and control its intensity. Next is the microscope setup. In this step, it helps to familiarize you with the microscope and set some preliminary adjustments that will make the lab run more smoothly. Turn on the light source and note that takes some time to play with the condenser diaphragm dial to see how it regulates the light. Next is make sure the microscope is set to the lowest power objective and looking at the microscope from the side. Once it's done, make sure the condenser is close to the stage. If necessary, use the condenser control, the small knob on the left of the microscope to move the condenser closer to the stage. Next is the things to remember. This is for two students working together on one scope. First is place the scope between the two of you and as you take turns looking at the specimen, swiveling the eyepieces. Don't shift the scope back and forth between the two of you. Next is mounting the slide. Okay, let's follow these steps. It states that if you have a binocular scope, adjust the width of the eyepiece until you see one circle of the light in the field view. So let's adjust, and once it's done, put your slide on the stage and move it around until you can tell there's something interesting in the field of view. And last is hold the slide firmly and clamp it to the place. You can still adjust the position of the slide after it's clamped, but you should find the best place you can before clamping. Next is adjusting your view at lower power. First is check that there's some play in the fine focus. That is, the fine focus knob is towards to the middle of its range of motion. And now use the coarse focus adjustment to get the sample into focus. Then use the diaphragm dial to adjust the brightness of your view. Last is work with both diaphragm dial and coarse focus until you have crisp and detailed view of the image. Next is changing objectives. First is change to the times 10 objective to increase the magnification. Note that when you go to higher magnification, the view will appear more dim. Use the diaphragm dial to decrease the contrast. Trust brightness the view. And the focus controls to refocus. Next is the higher power objectives. First is change the objective to 4 times. The illumination get even dimmer. Now, use the diaphragm dial to decrease the contrast and the fine focus to refocus at higher magnification. The depth of field gets very narrow so you may not be able to focus on the entire image at once. Play with the focus and notice how certain details fall into and out of focus as others do the reverse. At the higher magnification, have a smaller field of view, so you are now seeing a more limited portion of the specimen. Also, remember that the specimen on your slide has thickness. Even though it looks very thin, as you adjust the focus, you're actually focusing on different layer of the specimen. An effect exaggerated at higher magnification, think of the specimen. Lastly, is the thing to remember. Don't leave the light on the microscope for too long. It's not for waste of energy, but it's too especially important for live specimen since it can dry out the specimen and it will die. For living specimens, leave the light on for no more than a few minutes at a time. You can always turn off the lights, wait a while, and then go back and viewing the slide. Remember, turn off the light when you are finished. Leaving the light on for long periods of time wastes energy and can harm the microscope by overheating. Think of the specimen as being as thick as your classroom. Then you could be focusing variously on the ceiling. The desktop's are floor. The depth of field is the portion certainly on focus.